Just bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I believe we are live, but just let me just move this subwoofer. Okay, cool. There we go. I've not used this desk in a little minute, therefore, it might. I'm not 100% sure if we are. We are good. We are good. All right. Good, 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 good. All right. Welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show. It is the 26th of September, 2023. It's been a minute since I've been live. I know a lot of you guys have questions and a lot of you guys want to talk to me. So today's stream, although the headlines say whatever the headlines say, I'm happy to just sit here for an hour and just speak to you guys. All right. I'm happy to do that if absolutely necessary. All right. I'm seeing a lot of positive comments coming in, but I know that there are a lot of people in the chat right now or on the Telegram or on Twitter that have something negative to say to me. So look, I'm going to kick it off with this before I start going through some of these comments, because boy, some of you lot don't let up. What I will say is this. Number one, and I know this is going to sound patronizing, so please, before you make a conclusion, just let me talk, right? Number one, I've always said this is not financial advice. Number two, every coin that I've called has done massive multipliers. They have. It can't be denied. Number three, everything that we talk about on this show is it's trading. It's trading. It's acquiring a token and then selling that token at a higher price than the price that you acquired it. You take a token, you get a token at $1. You want to sell it at $1.50 or $2 to make your 2x. All right? That's how it's always been. I'm not 100% sure how to say that any better. For example, when I spoke about Floki was at 4 million market cap. I spoke about it again at 10 million market cap. Everything after that was to discuss the ride that I was on. Similarly, I know a lot of people want to talk about CBOT. You want to talk about CBOT? I called CBOT at 300k market cap and it ran to 7 mil market cap. Think about the multipliers on that just for a second. Think about the multipliers. I've always made the rules very clear in my Telegram chat. I've always said it. Nobody can deny it. I've already said it many, many times. At 2x, you've got to take your initials. Every X after that, you've got to be trimming some off. You've got to be paying yourself. I don't understand. Some people came up to me. There was one dude, right, that was saying all these negative things to me. I thought, let him talk. He's obviously upset. Let him talk. And I thought to myself, all right, so what's the situation? He goes, bro, I bought 10k of CBOT at this mil market cap. And I thought to myself, okay, why did you do that? He goes, because of you. And I was like, okay, so you bought it because of me. You bought it 20x above where I bought it, where I told all my people in my audience to buy it. You bought it 20x up. Now you're down and you're blaming it on me. And furthermore, look, it's not, I wasn't mean to him, but like, I can't be so sympathetic. There's a limit of how sympathetic I can be. People like, I don't want to force names out there, but people like Income Sharks and Zach, they're gonna get what's coming to them. They are not as, I don't want to make the show about that. I do not want to make the show about that, but they're not as clean as you think that they are. And it's not about being dirty. Look, at the end of the day, I am a KOL. I'm an influencer. I have an account on Twitter. Do you know what, yeah? Nobody ever even mentioned this. I bought 5 ETH of CBOT, I bought 5 ETH. That's not one, not two. I bought 5. And I bought it at 400k market cap, in between 300 and 400k market cap. The tokens that I got from that dev, which some people are accusing me of saying 8%, but it's not 8%. No way. Not even close. I've got my wallets with me. Not even close. But what I will say is that I had more CBOT on the open market than anybody ever gave me. But Zach purposely didn't bring that up. And do you know what pissed me off? And I'm sorry for the language, but what really pissed me off is that in that wallet, it was my NFT wallet. You've got Trader NJ NFTs in that specific wallet. I've got about 30 wallets. That wallet holds my NFTs. And I bought around 5 ETH of CBOT on the open market. Right when I showed you guys where it was. So whether I got a deal in the background or not, It doesn't. I don't understand how that can equate to the chart going to zero. It doesn't make sense. If tomorrow the CEO of Apple came out and he started talking about all his stakeholders and all his investors and started leaking conversations in a very unprofessional manner, do you know what I'm saying? Why? How is that bullish? Do you expect Apple shares to go up on that day? Do you know what? I'm waffling a lot. Let me take some of these comments. I do see a lot of positive ones here, but I need to address the negative ones. So I'm not ignoring you. The first one that I saw here is Addy. Addy goes to me, hey bro, why are you showing attitude in the TG? So I'm showing attitude in the TG because people are coming on my live stream and calling me scammer because of something that Zach and Income Shark said. For people who have been following me since 2017, do you know one time, yeah, a guy came up, I'm asking everybody in the chat. This is a question from me to everybody in the chat. Let me know if you've gone through this before. One time, a guy came up to me and he goes, yo, NJ, I've made so much money off your calls, bro. I saved my mom's life. I want to give you 10 BTC. I bet you I can find that message. And I had a full-on convo with the guy and I told him, hell no, bro. No way. Because that guy bought into one of the coins I was talking about. He sold. He made decent profit. Did he catch the low? No. Did he buy? Did he sell the top? No. When was the last time any of you lot experienced that? Floki. Some people were saying, NJ, you spoke about MCC soft rug. My bro, I spoke about MCC at 3 million market cap. It ran to 150 million market cap, almost 200, and not a single person took profit. I don't understand. It's trading. If I bring up a chart, and I will bring up charts shortly, let's just get this out of the way. If I bring up a chart and I say, oh, I'm long Bitcoin here, I'm short here. If you get stopped out, you get stopped out, you lose your money. If you buy a token, you've got to take it the same way. Now, look, this is what's important. I've got Addy's comment still here because I respect Addy. You know, Addy's always been in the streams. He's always shown love and he feels disappointed because he is taking what Zach and Income Sharks are saying and he's utilizing that as the truth. And I'm not having that. I'll apologize to anybody who got hurt. I'll apologize, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, you know what, I dumped this and I dumped. No, hell no, hell no, hell no. I called PAAL at the very bottom. I've got a tweet on my Twitter that publicly says I bought PAAL at 2 million market cap. I spoke to the devs afterwards and I made a deal with them because that's what people do. When I find a project that I think has the legs, it really has the legs, not for 2x, not for 3x, but for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x, has some actual longevity behind it, I'm going to reach out to the team. Because for me to come on YouTube and talk about a project, I need to chat to the team. I can't just talk about a project. All right, granted, the 2 coins I'm going to talk about today, I've not spoken to the team, but I've not gone and made any deals because everybody's eyeing me up. So I've bought it on the open market and I've got the transactions to prove it and they're doing really well. This should obviously show you guys that I'm also playing in the market too. You know, people have got this assumption that I'm just taking tokens and dumping the market and rugging it. How am I going to, if the dev gives me a portion of the supply, a minute portion of the supply, somehow people are saying 8, but it's not 8. It's not even close. Maybe it is 8 if you add up the 5 ETH that I bought, but everybody had a chance to do that. Think about it. I called it a 300k market cap. That means that with $3,000, you can get 1% of the supply. Do the maths. But people write it in a specific way to make me look like an op, to make me look like some sort of enemy, because nobody else has anyone else to blame. It doesn't matter who was involved. Everybody has access to their own keys. Everybody has access to trade in the ways that they've been taught to trade. If I call a token, if I call PAAL and PAAL rug to zero from that moment, I'd take the fall on that. I'd say, do you know what, guys? I really messed up. I really thought it was going to do well and I let my followers down. I would say that. If I call PAAL at 2 mil market cap and then a few days later, 2 weeks later, it's at 50 mil market cap, what do I do? Comments have gone quiet. Let me hear the comments. What do? I call a coin at 2 mil market cap. The objective is to shot that coin as high as I can. The coin is now 25x up. Tell me, what do I do? what do I do? Let's go through some of these comments because this I'm gonna have to change the headline of this video to community chill. All right, let's see. The scammer is back. Yeah, suck your mum. Hey, just here to Karen. Good to see you, Karen. I know you took some of these trades. I know you done well over some of these trades. I'm really, really impressed. GG, Karen. Good to see you. Phil the Flying Frenchman, my number one. I appreciate you, my bro. Trader Mac, good to see you, my bro. My other number one. Addy says, I did miss you though, NJ. I missed you too, bro. I missed you too. Big man thing. I did, but was just very let down. But you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. I don't see. Look, if the police are going to come out and say something about me or say something about you, they're going to say it in a specific way. They're going to paint the picture in the darkest way that they can. Go back to Zach's thread. Go back to anything Income Shark said. My NFT wallet. Why don't one of you go do it? I know that in the 80 people that we've got here, I know that one of you guys are good enough to go and do some on-chain analysis. It's not difficult. I can do it. And if an idiot like me from Tottenham can do it, that means you can do it. All right? Go on chain. Look at the day that I put the Cbot video. Look what happened before that. Check that wallet and see, did any buys happen in that wallet for Cbot? I bet I bought more than everybody. I bet I bought more than Income Sharks did. Do you see what I mean? So regardless of what anybody gave me, the project dumped because the dev is a clown. I've caught the dev out. This whole thing happened because I caught the dev out at the very beginning. I was like, yo, it's all good that we're working together. Everybody's happy. The project is booming. There are updates coming out. We're going to help you redesign the website. Why does nobody talk about that? Yes, I got advisor tokens, but I got their website redesigned. I got the Floki dev to redesign their website. What about that? Is that not bullish for the project? Did that not help in pushing the price upwards because it shows that the project has serious momentum? Nobody talks about that. Everybody's like, yeah, basically NJ asked the dev for tokens. The dev just gave it. And then instantly in one candle, NJ rugged the chart. Bro, that is not what happened. Real ones know. I'm yet to face abuse from somebody with actual intelligence to say, look, this is what you done. I did sell PAAL. I didn't get all the way out of Cbot. I didn't get all the way. I had to end up selling the lows on Cbot. I held my tokens. I don't know who else got tokens. I'm not going to say anything. I don't know who else got tokens, but NJ did not dump 8% of the supply. That is my statement. On-chain evidence is there, right? I did not do that. Even if I did, though, I've done the maths. It cannot rug the chart. It cannot. The amount of volume and liquidity that we had, it cannot rug the chart unless you do it in one spike. Unless you do it in one sell. Upon discovery that the Cbot dev had previously rugged another project, and upon bringing that up to him, that's when all this madness started coming out. And it was very similar with Baby Shib. I know that we've got some people in here who love Baby Shib. Listen, big man ting. When me and whoever else said that Baby Shib were blackmailing us, no one wanted to listen to us. No one wanted to hear what I had to say because two cartoon characters online that will never show their face, that will never put their faces out there. They never will. There's a reason for that. They never, ever, ever will. And it's nothing to do with crypto because they know the damages that they cause. They know the what they do. They know what they do. And they know that one day when they do get found out, it's not going to be pretty. So it's better to just never show your face. Whereas I'm live with you guys today. Should I have not run away if I was wrong? Should I have not deleted my Twitter or X, Y, and Z? I've called 2 coins since the events happened. And just to let you know, if there's any people in here that support Baby Shib, I just want to let you know they've already gone and launched another coin. If a project is so bullish, why are you letting your main project go to and then launching another? I don't know. More research for you guys. More research for you. But this is why I've got to stay in touch with the team. This is why I've got to chat to them all the time. It's important for me to keep in touch with them. You know, because I need to see what they're doing. The moment things start moving mad, I got to get out. Simple as. And it's the same for everybody else. Now, like I said, one more time, before we go through some more comments and actually kick off the show, one thing I will say is that every single token that I spoke about, go back to it. Go back. There was only one that I found that effed up, right? And that was my bad due diligence. That was Poot. But every token I spoke about, how are you going to at me? 10x, 20x, 30x? If I talk about a token and you get 2x, my bro, take some initials off. If it does a 5x, you got to take profit. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What hole were you conceived out of? What is wrong with you? How can you be putting, do you know that guy that told me he bought CBOT? His net worth was 10K and he put 6 at the top of CBOT. I don't understand. I never taught. I've got a video on my YouTube channel called Risk Management. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. I honestly, I sit back here and I think to myself, wow, there's a level of silliness. There is a level and a level of silliness. And furthermore, just to finalize this, I will be getting more deals in the future. This is what I do. I sit here exactly right here and I look at altcoins all day and I'm like, oh, this could be good. Oh, that could be good. This could help the space. That could. Nobody else is doing that. I'm doing that. And if I think the project is good, like I think it's really good, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to the team and say, hi, I think your project has legs. I would love to be a part of the team. I'd love to advise. I'd love to see what we can do to actually make this project moon, especially given that I've just told my followers that this is a good project. Of course, I am now incentivized to push that project to its max. Obviously, with projects like CBOT, you're going to get it wrong. And this is where the final part of this rant comes to an end. All right? Guys and girls, from now on, it does not matter. I'm telling you, clip this up, because barely anybody clipped up my CBOT video that I did on YouTube. And the reason people didn't clip it up was because I put so many disclaimers in there. I put so many advices in there. I told people to stay safe so much. It's only the Twitter lot that FOMO'd in right at the top and looking for someone to blame, pushing it on me. I guarantee you, from now on, whenever I call a coin, whenever I call a token, number one, I've already mentioned many times it's not financial advice, so that's not an issue. Number two, you've got to take profits. Furthermore, if I buy a coin and I buy a coin at, for example, like we're going to talk about OXL today. We're going to talk about OXL. But again, I bought OXL at 300K market cap. It's at 1.5 mil market cap right now. You're not supposed to just FOMO in. It doesn't make sense to me. And if you do, the rules still apply. Are you taking a trade? Are you making an investment? In crypto, especially the on-chain crypto game, things can happen overnight. If a coin is up 50x the next week, if you don't take profit, I don't understand. I don't know what to tell you. It confuses me beyond my understanding. I just don't know what to tell you. How can a token be 50x up and in the moment you sell, everybody gets onto it? It doesn't make sense. I never tweeted and then dumped straight after my tweet. I never did that. Never. If I did do that, Zach would have said I did that. But instead, I spoke about it, and then a week later, I had to. It was 25x up. What's wrong with you? How am I the retard here? You've got to do the same thing. That's why you're on the show. That's why you're learning. That's why we go through TradingView. That's why we go through CoinGecko. That's why we talk about all these altcoins, because the idea is that you put money in, and then when you take money out, it's more than it was worth when you put in. Let's go through more of these comments because so Mac says, why would you put 60% of your net worth on a token that has recently 10x? Mac, that's a fantastic question. Because it wasn't just the 10x, it had already done 20. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. All right, talking is BS. Evidence, prove the evidence wrong. I don't need to do that shit. I don't need to do that. My NFT wallets are there. I said at the beginning of the video, my NFT wallets are there. Go to the NFT wallet. They've got Trader NJ NFTs in there with my face and all sorts. Go and look at the on-chain transactions. Go and do it. Go and look at the on-chain transactions and then chat to me, because nobody's doing that. They're listening to what a duck is saying on Twitter. Let's talk about the famous voice note. NJ, please talk about the famous voice. All right, safe. I'll talk about it. Imagine I call you. Like I call up a girl and I say to her, do you want to go out? She says, yeah. I say, all right, cool. I'll pick you up at 8. Similarly, I spoke to the CBOT dev and I thought that this was confidential, but it wasn't. It's business, bro. It genuinely is business. And when I say business, I mean on every front. Like, it's not just crypto. It's business on every single front. I spoke to the dev and I said, look, I really like your project. The community is digging it. I want to get on board. 1% of the supply at that time was worth what? 3K? $2,000 was 1% of the supply, and everybody's gonna call me a multi-millionaire scammer because of $2,000. My bro, I give more than that to That's the voice note. Why did it get 2 million views? Because two pussios that are irrelevant to me shared it. That's why it got so many views. Why did it get so many views? Because people are looking at it and thinking to themselves, oh, how did NJ just go up to a dev and just ask him for tokens and the dev just gave it? Of course, there was much more to that conversation. I didn't just call my man and say, yo, give me tokens, bro. I didn't do that. I called him and said, yo, look, I think this project's really good. I think this has the legs, like the amount of updates that are being released all the time, etc., etc. I think it really does have the legs. All right. We got into a conversation and then I asked for a little bit of tokens for advisory, fine, but they weren't worth anything. At 6 mil market cap, they would have been worth 60K, but I did not ask him at 6 mil market cap. I asked him much less than 400K market cap. The market cap was nothing. So that means I've essentially asked the dev for 1 ETH. How does that make sense? And ironically, nobody's putting 2 and 2 together. People look at the top of the chart and say, oh my God, this is what NJ asked for. Is this mad? Bro, look, work on your profiles, work on your branding, learn about crypto. I spend day in, day out on crypto. I know a majority of people I speak to don't do that. My life is crypto. I'm studying this all the time. I'm researching it all the time. I'm gonna be calling more alts. I'm gonna be calling more multipliers. If you can handle it, great. And if you can't, just go away. You're not gonna make it. I'm sorry, but you're not, because you can't trade. You just can't trade. Simple. Shield those deals that's coming soon. I want to get an early. This is the thing. This is the. I mean, that's not the right way of saying it. That's really not the right way of saying it. But yeah, ideally, yeah. If we find an altcoin and I think it bangs, I'm gonna reach out to them 100%. But this time I'll tweet and I'll actually say, look, guys, I am an advisor on this project. Ignore everything that I said about buying and selling. This is the problem. This is the problem. So. And listen to this carefully, right? Because I want to make sure that I say this in the best way possible. So when I see a project, I will buy. I will genuinely buy. But at the same time, if I can go and make an advisory deal with them, I will. However, there's two sides of the coin. One side of the coin is the trade side, and the other side of the coin is the advisory side. So what do you guys want? Do you guys want me to talk about the trade or the advisory? Because if I say, guys, I partnered up with these guys, I can't tell you about the tokens that I bought. But I know my community, you guys want the trade. You don't care about the project. You don't care about the fundamentals. Not truly. You care about if the fundamentals can yield a 10x, 20x, 30x. But if that's what you guys want, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. If that's what you guys want, if you want me to tweet every single project I go into, if I get a role with them, say I am an advisor of this project, fine. Miss out on 1020x's. It's up to you. Crypto's never been like that. Never. I've been in crypto for years. It's never been like that. Are you still going to set up a crypto influencer boxing match? I would love Income Sharks to turn up. I would love it. I would love it. But this space is very, very small. I'll meet Income Sharks one day. I will. How did you know that CBOT devs rugged previous projects? That is something that's very easy to find. Go and look for it. It's very easy to find. Some people reached out to me when they saw everything that was going on, and there was, well, go and dig into it. It's not my job. I don't ever like fudding a project. I don't like fudding a project, especially a project that we spoke about and we were so bullish on. I don't have anything against the project itself. I actually worked hard on that project and I sold the lows. Like, I'm talking the low lows. I got nothing back from it. Because don't forget, I put money in at the beginning. So I actually lost money in total over the project and obviously credibility. There was another project here. Low-key ruined your rep, mate, and dragged your boys into it too. Nah, bro. Nah, you're an idiot. Wallah, on my life, you're a moron. You read what Zach wrote and you're believing everything that Zach wrote. You've not put 2 and 2 together. I guarantee you. Block that guy. Block him. Yeah, you used SC and EXO's name for clout too when you called. No, I didn't. Read into what's happened. Like, actually read the story. Block this guy, please, if you don't mind. New formula, block him because he's not going to make it. I guarantee you. and the onboarding of SC and XO. That never happened for CBOT. That never happened. That never happened. I made, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I made 100K. I shouldn't put your name there. His name might not even be David anyway. I made 100K on PAAL thanks to you, NJ, giving 5% to charity. David, bro. David, you get it. You get it. If I call a token and it runs, if you put 5K in a token, look, think about it. Yeah, think about it. Where I call PAAL, everybody had a chance to get on board. Everybody had a chance. I'm not a flipping guru. Like, I'm just someone trading altcoins. That's it. I'm not your financial advisor, for fuck's sake. You know, if I call a token, goes 5K, you put 5K into that token at 2 mil market cap. Yeah. Token runs up 20x. You've got 100K now. Are you telling me that 100K is not life-changing money? You're going to hold that token. You're going to hold it. And then the moment NJ sells the token, it's like, oh, nah, man, NJ shot. That means the token's going to zero. Why does it all lean on me? Like, for example, yeah, if you got a project that they've got their own product, they've got their own fundamentals, they've got their own team, but then because I spoke about it, that means that the lifespan of that project is on me. If I say I'm not in this anymore, it means it's going to zero. And if I say, oh, I've exited my position, it means it's going to zero. Why is that the case? Because look, when I called Floki, it ran to 3.5 billion. It's not at 3.5 billion anymore. It's not even 10x of that. It's at like 200 mil or 150 mil market cap, I think. So am I getting blamed for that as well? Because it's a trade. Markets are never going to go up. They're never, ever going to go up. Are 50x is a real thing? Yes, they are. They are, bro. They are. Believe me, they are. We just had someone in the chat saying I made 100 bag off PAAL. It is. It really, really is. What's Addy saying? The last few I have tried have shat. I've never seen so much hype around a coin like CBOT. Yeah, bro. Everything was bullish on CBOT. Everything was. Except the dev had his own agenda. All I'm going to say is that when you have on-chain degen plays, just think about it, right? If you want to talk about percent of the supply, then think about it like this. The dev launches a project. He has 100% of the supply. On paper, it looks as though he's distributing supply all across and that the rest of the supply, maybe 60% or whatever, is in liquidity for the token or it's in some treasury for the token, right? The moment that project launches, his sniper bot goes and acquires 40% of the supply. He gives out 1% here, 1% there, 1% to NJ, 1% to this guy, 1%. Those little percent aren't going to destroy the project. They're not going to destroy the project. The project will pump and there'll be volume and there'll be liquidity. Everything will be there. But what happens when my man starts selling the 40% though? That's how you destroy a project. When all the tokens are circulating and there's no liquidity, no volume, it's not that difficult to find out. It isn't that difficult. And that's the problem with the on-chain game. So that is something that we need to take into consideration when looking at more on-chain plays. We need to consider that because it's an on-chain play, it might be more of an in and out. Because you see, for example, yeah, you take like a coin like RLB, which has done really well, or Unibot, which has done really well. Those are on-chain plays. They started off as very, very small low-cap plays, and they became on to become what they are now. But then what happens is they acquire so much market cap that everybody around them says, okay, I want to build the next Unibot or the next RLB or the next whatever. Okay, and that's how you get all these spin-off projects. Now, with these spin-off projects, they're not going to have the same momentum, nor are they going to have the same pillars or foundations as the main competitor does. And that is one of the things that I'm trying to work out. It's one of the things that I've been thinking about loads over the last couple of weeks. How do we talk about a project which we know can run 10, 20, 30x, but it can happen in the span, it can either happen in a year or it can happen in a month or even 2 weeks in the case of PAAL, right? How do we talk about that? How do we share that publicly in the channel? How do we trade it? How do we do it? I don't know. I'm thinking of ideas. If anybody has ideas, DM me. Chelsea says, why did you sell straight after the shilling though? But Chelsea, you see, that's the most foolish thing you can say. What kind of idiotic comment is that? I got love for you, sis, but you're chatting shit. When did I do that? When did I ever tweet about something and then minutes later sell? Because I've seen other KOLs do that. I have seen that, but I've never done that. I guarantee you, on my life, I've never done that. I did sell PAAL shortly after, as in a week later. I did. But because it was up 25x. Are we in a fully blown bull market yet? No, we're not. Is Bitcoin bullish right now? No, it's not. Is Ethereum bullish right now? No, it's not. Are we going into a recession? Yes, we are. Are we going through a liquidity crisis? Yes, we are. What's the only bullish thing about crypto right now? On chain. Okay, let's explore on chain. You put some money into on chain, you put $1,000 into a coin, it gives you back 20, you don't sell, blame it on the KOL. Blame it on the influencer. Blame it on the banner boy, the messenger. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You need to figure out how you're talking, Chelsea, because you're the whole thing puts you in a no-win situation. Don't know how people can be mad after a 25. I don't get it, John. I don't get it. It's because some people FOMO'd at the top. It's because some people FOMO'd at the top. And honestly, like, I feel bad. I do feel bad for a lot of people. I really, really do feel bad. But at the same time, it's like, it needs to be said. It needs to be said. But don't say, but all right, let me see this. Hold on, wait, yeah. NJ, don't take this the wrong way, but why say $1-2 is programmed, etc. then? Oh, simple, easy peasy, easy peasy. Go on, let's share my screen. Let's share my screen and look at PAAL. I'm gonna bring your comment back up, yeah, because that was a good one. Hold on. Wait, yeah. PAAL. All right. Let's look at PAAL, all right? Let me bring Addy's conversation up. Hold on. $1-2 is program. So number one, I still think PAAL is going to $1-2. Okay? I do. I genuinely do. Will I be wrong? Could I be right or wrong? No. I might be wrong. Obviously, I don't really believe in them anymore like that, right? Because of the way that everything was handled, I've just distanced myself. But I know that it has got the fundamentals to do it. I'm personally staying away, right? I sold here. All of my sales are public. All of them are public. I sold in that purple box there. For those of you who have been watching my shows, for those of you who have been studying my price action, for those of you who have played altcoins with me, there is absolutely no reason you can sell up there and buy back down here. You're trading a range. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not holding every single token for $1. I would never do that on no project. If PAAL got to $1, I should have 20% bag of my left. Sorry, that was weird English. If PAAL gets to $1, I should have 20% of my bag left. That is how you trade. That is how you trade. And Addy, I don't get me wrong, bro, but you're saying I'm a quite good profitable trader. First time I wanted to try and get involved in risky alts. I risk too much. Now I'm scared of getting into these plays again. I rate what you're saying, but you're not though. That means that you're not a good profitable trader because you can trade on the leverage side, you can trade on spot altcoins and stuff, but when you're trading this, it's the same principles, bro. It's the exact same principles. You've got, if it does a 2x, you take your initials out. If it does a 5x, you got to take some off. If it does a 10x, you got to have half your bag out because it's too much capital preservation. Raheem says disappointed, unsubscribe. Goodbye, Raheem. Take care. All the best. If it was so easy to find, why did you support C? Good question. Good question. If it was so easy to find the CBOT devs rugged older. So basically, by the time I had done my video, Terrapod, by the time I'd already done that video, by the time I had already spoken about CBOT was already at 3-4 mil market cap. That's when I discovered some people started messaging me saying, X, Y, and Z. Bilal says, please share the next gem. To be honest, Bilal, I'm not going to lie, bro. I will. I promise you I will. But it's a bit mad right now. Some people in the community are moving mad. I know I can print. I know I can print. I can find these altcoins and make 10, 20Xs. It's not an issue. I've been doing this for years. I'm happy to do it with you guys. I'm really, really happy to do it with you guys. But obviously, we just got to find a better way of doing it. What's this? Got it. Got it. I will leave it up to you. It makes more sense to get into a project with good fundamentals that can do 10, 20x. Your insights are much better than mine. Yeah, just as long as you take profits, as long as you take profits. Any more comments before we kick off? Let's move on. NJ says Chelsea. Look, I'm sorry, Chelsea. I love you, all right, sis? I got love for you. I do. But I've just got to be abrupt and straightforward. Don't forget, it's one man against like a million people. Do you know what I mean? I've got to stand my ground. Addy says, honestly, NJ, you won me over. All G fam. I got gassed. I got asked on the 1-0 I choose to follow. No, but bro, don't deep it like that, Addy, bro. Don't say it like that. Don't it's not like that. It's not. There's gonna be more. This is not the first time that you're not gonna sell the top. You're never gonna sell the top. I got lucky with the top and I didn't get my whole bag out at the top. Don't think that I just put all my tokens in the Uniswap page and then just shot it all in one go. It wasn't like that. It was 1 ETH. Oh, 1.2 ETH, 0.6 ETH. It was a multitude of sells. You know, people talk about it as though, you just dumped 100K in one go. It doesn't work like that. That's not strategic selling. That's not how. That's negative for the other people involved, But either way, anyway, look, PAAL is a good buy. I'm personally not buying any PAAL. I'm not going to buy any, but it is a good buy. It's dipping into support. But I'm not buying any. But that shouldn't phase you anyway. That it's not to do with I'm buying, therefore you buy, and if I'm not buying, therefore you don't buy. If I'm in the project, that means the project's bullish, and if I'm not in the project, that means the project is bearish. Come on, give me some slack. I'm one human being. The project's lifespan can't be on me. It can't be on me. Any more comments? Have you checked out Cal? I got Shield Cal last week. A few people spoke to me about it, but obviously I'm dealing with all this madness. So I couldn't touch it. I couldn't speak to no one. I couldn't touch it. Shaq says, I'm relatively new to crypto. Never experienced a multiplier, but looking forward to it. Shaq, bro, there are loads and loads and loads of multipliers in crypto, loads of coins that will do numbers. But before you put a single penny into crypto, bro, big man thing, learn how to take profit, learn how to trade first, because too many people don't know how to do it. And God gives them a big sum of money. God tells them, protect this money. And then they just FOMO into the top of a coin. They FOMO into the top of a coin, and then they come and blame you. People always see the positive. People always see the negatives, never the positives. I agree. Thank you very much. Dang, you all right now, man? Hope you're all. I'm good, bro. Big man ting. I'm good. Honestly, I've missed you guys. It sucks that I've not been able to stream because of quite frankly, and I know this is not professional to say this. I know that some people in the chat will say, "Look, NJ, you're being a bit immature here," but that Income Sharks guy, I would just love it. I would love it if one of you rich people in the chat could just make it happen. Get me in a ring with him. Get me and him in the same ring. I would love it. I would put on such a good show for everybody. I promise you, I will make sure that your money's worth it. I will spark my man like there's no tomorrow, and everybody will be yelling, congratulating, celebrating. It will be such a good fight. If any of you lot have the ability to do that, make it happen. I would love nothing more but to meet my man. I would love it. Honestly, anyone who can do it, just make it happen. Make it happen. Promise you. I don't even need that much notice. Just make it happen. Tell me where to fly as well. Zach is not going to change. Zach is he's funded by his best friends who all do the same crap. They all take deals and they dump on people, and Zach only goes for the people that he doesn't like. And Zach is doxed. He's doxed. He doesn't realize he is, but he's doxed. NJ, you ain't got to stress, bro. Only the bums will hate you for trying to help people. Any other questions? Any other questions? Because basically, the next time we go live, I need to just do the show. I can't really spend 40 minutes. All right, how about this? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to give everybody a minute. Let me know in the comments. What if I go live? What if I go live on Thursday or something? What if I go live during this week and we redo this show? I'll change the name of this show to A Conversation with the NJ Community. All right. And then we'll go live again this week, but to do the actual show where we talk about altcoins and charts and stuff. Could I get a yes or no in the chat? If I could get some sort of yes or no in the chat, I'm just not really sure what the best way to do it is. Someone in the chat, let me know. Let me know if there's. Let me see if there's any chats coming in. I don't know if we should just keep talking from now, or if we should, if I should reschedule the stream, because we had a big conversation for the first 40 minutes, and nobody's going to really understand that for anybody watching this recorded. Yeah, I tell you what. I'm going to change the name of this video to a community conversation or something like that. Could you do an opinion review on? Is XO and SE still cool with you? Yeah, that's being sorted out. That's all being sorted out. I promise you. Please, man, go live. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Please, man, go live again. Change my break time at work to tune in. Fuck's sake. I don't know what to do. Because we've had 40 minutes of this now. I can't just start another episode. Look, I tell you what. We're gonna reschedule this. I'm gonna change the name of this video to a community conversation, and then I'm gonna come back live again. Murtaza, if you're watching, bro, basically we need to redo this episode again, but just tomorrow or something. Mac, I'm gonna catch up with you as well straight after this. We're gonna do this episode tomorrow. We'll do this episode tomorrow. All right, screw it. So thank you for those who tuned in. I am so grateful for the loyal ones. So many of you have DM'd me and you've come to me saying just the best things. And I really, really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you. I promise you the next show will be back to normal. We'll start off straight away. Welcome back. We'll talk straight away about altcoins and news and this and that and this and that. I won't waste any more time on this. But honestly, for everybody that likes this video, for everybody that's subscribed, for everybody that's tuning into the shows and keeping the channel alive, my God, I'm looking forward to it. Remember, yeah, for 2 years, I said we can't talk about altcoins. Yes, Adi, you're a loyal one, bro. You're a loyal one. Along with KAR Crypto, along with Khalil, along with Shaq Beat, along with Marios, Phil the Flying Frenchman, Angel Slayer, Braho, Zen, all of these people, all of you, A-Ibs, Rudolph, Karen, or Amir Hussein. I don't know if you're saying something positive there, but what did you gain by dumping? No. Hold on. What did you gain by dumping on us, bro? Formulate your question. Your question doesn't have an answer. What do you mean dumping on? Do you think that I was some sort of villain, that I was sitting with a monocle and a cane and a top hat in the background laughing as I'm dumping 2K? Cbot, I'm assuming you're discussing Cbot, right? What do you think I gained by dumping $2,000? Pattern the questions. Hey, block this guy. Block him. Just because the question ain't it's not good. It's a silly question. It's not a good question. It's not a thought out question. Lots of people came with a lot of thought out questions. All right, Khair, I'm not going to speak about this no more. We're going to have a proper conversation on the next show. I'll tell Murtaza now that I owe you guys a show. I'll update my Telegram as well now to let you guys know that I owe you a show, and that today was I think the first one was always going to be a combo, you know. But Khair, take care, everybody. Thoughts on IMX? That's the GMX competitor, right? It's the same as HMX, isn't it? We need to talk about this because recently in the UK, we've lost Bybit in the UK, so everybody's moving over to a new perp platform now. But we'll talk about that on the next episode. All right, bring it up to me on the next episode. Where is Elizabeth expected to support her support today? Elizabeth is the number one supporter. Is the number one supporter of the show. There is nobody like her in the world. Nobody like her. She's my family. She's a lovely, lovely person, and she couldn't turn up today, which is not an issue. You know, I wouldn't want her to be here today anyway. So many people are saying bad things to me. But anyway, all good. I love the ones who are loyal. I love the ones who are here. I'll catch you guys on the next episode, and I'll update you guys in my Telegram now as to when that's going to be. All right. Cheers, everyone.